This video will guide you through reviewing a contract agreement for business. Contract Agreement Review is a frequently requested service on the ContractsCounsel platform, since businesses want to understand the terms before signing. If you have received a contract agreement for your business and need to review it, then this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We will cover top considerations when asked to sign a contract agreement for business, key terms to find and understand in your agreement, and costs to hire a lawyer for legal review. We have also added a link in the description below with information on legal fees. Now let's get started. Top considerations for contract agreements for business. Contract agreements are legally binding agreements between businesses and other parties that can significantly impact your professional relationships. Before diving into specific terms, here are some top considerations to keep in mind. Clear definitions. It is important for the agreement to clearly define key terms, including the parties involved, the scope of work, and any specific deliverables. Payment terms. Understand the payment terms, including how much, when, and under what conditions payment will be made. Compliance with laws. Contract agreements must comply with relevant laws and regulations. Ensure that the contract adheres to local, state, and federal laws. Consider hiring a lawyer. It is always recommended to hire a lawyer to help review a contract agreement for business. They can ensure the contract is legally compliant, help you understand industry standard terms, and coach you on negotiations. Key terms to understand. Contract agreements for business contain many important terms that you should understand. Here are some key terms to look for. 1. Parties involved. Ensure that the names and details of all parties involved are correctly stated. If there are two businesses in the transaction, make sure the full legal names of the businesses are used. 2. Scope of work. Find the section that clearly outlines the services to be provided, including timelines and milestones. Make sure these match previous discussions. 3. Payment terms. Review the section that specifies the payment terms, including amounts, due dates, and acceptable payment methods. 4. Confidentiality. Find any requirements to keep information confidential and understand what information this includes so you do not make any mistakes. 5. Intellectual property. Make sure the agreement addresses who owns the work product created by the parties involved. In many cases, this will be the business that hired the service. 6. Termination. Review the conditions under which the agreement can be terminated by either party, including any required notice periods. Make sure these are understood. 7. Liability and indemnification. Understand the liability and indemnification clauses, which outline responsibilities and protections in case of losses or damages created as a result of the business engagement. And 8. Dispute resolution. Review the methods for resolving disputes such as mediation, arbitration, or court litigation. Average costs to hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer to review your contract agreement is always recommended. ContractsCounsel's marketplace allows you to post your project and receive competitive bids from lawyers to compare. Based on our data, the average cost to review a contract agreement is $490 on a flat fee. This is based on 75 recent projects from across all U.S. states. Legal fees can vary based on the following factors. State or location. Lawyer fees may vary based on where they are located. For example, a lawyer in New York City will likely have a higher rate than a lawyer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Length of agreement. Given lawyers traditionally bill by the hour, an agreement with more pages will require more of their time, which can make the legal costs higher. Complexity of terms. If there are complicated terms in the agreement, it can increase legal fees since it will require the lawyer to spend more time working on the project. Reviewing a contract agreement for business is critical in making sure you protect your rights and ensure a successful professional relationship. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search ContractsCounsel or visit ContractsCounsel.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.